Our bunker's not going to last through the week with the increasing amount of the attacks.
I've pulled all forces from the surrounding theater to fortify this location. They will be here in 2 days.
General, with all due respect, 2 days isn't going to buy us enough time. Where is our aerial support?
The command base was taken out last week and they were supporting our allies to the west, trying to hold their position.
There's only one way to fight this enemy at the end of the day. Is our secret weapon ready?
We only have prototypes. We are 8 to 10 weeks out on full-scale production.
We can't fight Big Seltzer without this being ready. Is there any other option? We're weeks away from losing this war.
Well, there is one, but the casualties could be catastrophic. You haven't been told secretive of projects that is powerful enough to drive the enemy away, but with a lot of collateral damage.
General, how ready is this weapon?
We can order a strike package within days. This 15.8% chocolate-covered salted caramel triple pastry stout could allow us to turn the tide of the war.
Well then, General, give the command. May God help us all.
Wow. What an intro. But with a name like Supreme Allied Commander, you need something a little more powerful to lead this in. We broke the 12% ABV barrier on this beer. It's kind of like breaking the sound barrier. We didn't stop at 13%. We didn't stop at 14%. We didn't stop at 15%. We went straight to 15.8%. We're going to round that up to 16. We got this beer at 16%. It's a chocolate-covered salted caramel Imperial Stout. Now this started off in May of 2021 in the Valley. Like all good things, it starts from the Valley. We've done a salted caramel Imperial Stout. We've released it in the Valley over the years. You guys love it. It was Matt Cern's idea, one of our managers down there, to make a bigger version of it, but make it chocolate covered. So we did that as a lab rat. You guys loved it. 4.34, I believe, on Tapped. And we've been repeating our 12% stouts pretty solid. Our Emperor was a 12%. I believe the chocolate peeps were too. And a lot of our super lab rats have been in the 11.5, 12% range. But we're constantly tweaking variables and what can we do to break that barrier. Let's take it from a double Imperial Oatmeal Stout to a triple, and in my eyes that's 12%. That's when you're in triple territory. So there's 3 variables we optimized, and it did exactly that. We repeated it over 3 mashes in 2 batches using the exact same recipes, and we nailed it. And we thought the salinity of the salt could cut through the giantness of the stout base, that 16% base, which is going to have some residual sugars. So we thought that would be a good combination to scale up and to hit distribution. So how did the name come about? What is the Supreme Allied Commander? And how did I come up with this? Well, I've been over the years, just taking notes of in certain articles I read, whatever phrase or title pops up, I'll just write it down. And kind of like Emperor of the Known Universe, Supreme Allied Commander, and then there's a few more I've got written down, which I'm going to keep secret for now, because they're pretty awesome. There was a theme of powerful names that it's like, I would not mind having the title to that, maybe not the responsibility, but I'll certainly take the title. And that's when we got our distribution plan going for 2021. I used those names for those big pastry stouts. So following on the heels of Emperor of the Known Universe, which we can't do worse than that just with the name Supreme Allied Commander. That's what we were going for. Now the Supreme Allied Commander, that title came about in World War I. And As World War I was going on, there needed to be a commander that united all of the Allies on the same page to fight this war. And so a French person by the name of Ferdinand Foch was the first Allied commander in World War I. Now when World War II came along, it was Dwight D. Eisenhower. He held multiple roles as Supreme Allied Commander, and there were several others during World War II and possibly other wars. I'm not sure if there's one now currently or if the name has changed, but it's a great read on Wikipedia. So that's what the Supreme Allied Commander is, this all-encompassing figure that commands a multidisciplinary military force of all these different nations, and it's trying to coordinate their efforts together against a common enemy. So, and that's this beer. We, for the chocolate covered part, we use 90 pounds of cocoa nibs. That's a lot of cocoa nibs. We wanted that nice, deep, rich baker's chocolate flavor. And this can has been sitting out a while. Let's open it up and pour it. I haven't tasted this till it was canned exactly a week ago. So distribution picked it up Friday. It should be hitting the shelves Wednesday by the time you see this video a couple of days ago. And then definitely through the weekend at several throughout Greater Ohio. So let's just preface this. You want to be careful with this. 15.8% ABV. You get the caramel first, and then the chocolate on the back end. And then on the flavor profile, it's pretty much chocolate caramel, so it kind of reverses itself. Then you got that salinity on the very end that just brings all that sweetness together, and it's not a heavy sweetness. Compared to our other stouts like Imperial, we got it to ferment down pretty good, well past what some of our others, so there's less residual sugars in this one, but it's nonetheless still sweet, but not thick sweet. A lot of people comment that they do like our pastry stouts compared to others because it doesn't have that cloying sweetness. It's balanced pretty good, and I think we did a great job on this one. This one, compared to our Gozes and a few other salty things that we experiment with, this took a lot of salt. Like a lot of salt comparatively, but it doesn't come out through the flavor like an ocean. It just balances everything beautifully, just cuts that sweetness. That baker's chocolate is so prevalent. In my formative years, I used to eat giant bars of Hershey's Special Dark with grapefruit juice. The pink grapefruit juice, unsweetened, that was a combo. This is that Hershey's Special Dark Chocolate. And when Halloween came and you got all the little different Hershey's, I would always go with the Special Darks. Nobody else liked them, so I usually was able to score pretty good. Now to finish this out, what would you pair this with? So this is a giant stout. I can't imagine eating anything with this, food, cheese, or otherwise, and having it pair well. I would say this about an hour after you're done with dinner. Let all the dinner food settle, and then have this for your nightcap, the end of the night beer. Let your food settle first. That's how I would play this beer. Now this beer, if you like it, I'm going to be following the Untapped, definitely rate it. It, I think, will be awesome in a barrel. The sky's the limit for this beer. So we hope to continue to have fun with it. We hope to see you this weekend.